We're going to make a rain lily, which is super easy and it's pretty quick to make. These are the materials that I'm going to be using for this. So we're going to start by making our small petal. Make a slip stitch and then chain 15. Add some wire. I'm using 0.3mm wire and just wrap that around the chain. Now we're going to single crochet 1 in the next 3 stitches. Make sure to single crochet with the wire. Half double crochet 2. Double crochet 4. Our next half double crochets are going to be slightly different. So I'm going to yarn over and go through the stitch as normal, but instead of yarning over and going through all the stitches, I'm going to yarn over and go through one, and then I'm going to yarn over again and go through the rest of the stitches on the hook, and do that one more time. You can do a normal half double crochet if you'd like. I just do this because I find it makes the shape a little bit more smoother. And now you can go ahead and do 2 normal half double crochets. In the top stitch, we're going to single crochet 1 and then chain 2. Then we're going to do a picot stitch and we go into those 2 front loops and slip stitch. Then go back into the same stitch and single crochet. In the next 2 stitches, half double crochet 1, in the next 2 stitches we're going to half double crochet but in that weird way, so you're going to go through the first stitch on the hook and then go through the 3 loops on the hook. A double crochet 4, half double crochet 2, and single crochet 3. Then slip stitch into the other side. Pull up a loop and wrap that around the wire, and then wrap the yarn around the wire and cut a tail. And now to make our large petal, we're going to start with a slip knot and then chain 18. and then grab some wire to add here and single crochet 4. Remember to crochet around the wire. Now half double crochet 2. Next, double crochet 3. And we're going to double crochet our next 3 a little differently again. So yarn over and go into our first stitch as normal, and then yarn over and go through 1 stitch, yarn over and go through 2 stitches on the hook, yarn over and go through the last 2 stitches on the hook, and do this 2 more times. Again, you can double crochet as normal. Double crochet as usual. And then half double crochet in that weird way again, yarn over and go through 1 loop, yarn over and go through 3 loops, and then 2 normal half double crochets. In our top stitch, we're going to single crochet, chain 2, and then we're going to do a peacock stitch. So you're going to go in those 2 front loops and slip stitch, then single crochet into the same stitch, half double crochet in the next 2 stitches, and then do that special half double crochet. Yarn over and go through 1 loop, yarn over and go through 3 loops. Double crochet as normal. Next we're going to do 3 double crochets in that special way. So we're going to yarn over and go through 1 loop, yarn over and go through 2 loops, yarn over again and go through the last 2 loops. Do that 2 more times. And then do 3 normal double crochets. And then half double crochet 2, and single crochet 4. Slip stitch into the other side, and then pull up a loop, pull that over the wires, and then wrap the yarn around the wire, cutting a tail. To make the leaf, we're going to start with a slip knot and then chain 30. I'm using 2 pieces of wire because it's quite thin and it doesn't support it fully with just 1, so it does depend on how thick your wire is. And then we're going to skip 1 stitch, so we're going to go into that 3rd stitch and we're going to double crochet. Double crochet 26 more times. then half double crochet in the next stitch, and in that top stitch we're going to single crochet, chain 2, we're going to go into those 2 front loops and slip stitch, and then single crochet back into the same stitch. Half double crochet in the next stitch, and double crochet in the next 27 stitches, so all the way down to the bottom. And then to finish our leaf, we're just going to slip stitch into the other side, pull up a loop, wrap that around the wire, and then wrap the tail around the wire. To make the stamen, we're just going to grab a small piece of wire, use any coloured yarn that you'd like, and wrap that around the centre of the wire. Bend the wire in half, and then wrap the yarn around the rest of the 2 halves of the wire. So it should make a little loop at the top. We'll need 3 for each flower. Now that we have all our pieces made, we can go ahead and make our lily. So you're going to start with the stamens, and you're going to add the smaller petals onto that. Because I want my lily to be closed, I'm adding my petals with the front face facing outwards. If you want your flower to be open most of the time, then have the petals facing the other way. And then wrap the yarn around them quite tightly and add the larger petals as you go. Now you're going to add the stem, so you can use a bamboo skewer or a floral stem, and just wrap them together really tightly. And then don't forget to attach your leaf. Once we're at the bottom, and just secure with a little bit of hot glue, and then cut the tail. I also made another flower using acrylic yarn, and I just wanted to show that it doesn't matter what type of yarn you do use, they all look pretty, I think. I also really like the fluffiness of some flowers with acrylic yarn. So you don't need to have like a cotton mix blend to make these flowers. Acrylic yarn works just fine. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Bye!